Hi, I'm down here in the bottom left-hand corner for this video, and I'm a little tiny because we're going to need the full screen for all the functionality of the Manage Students page on the left-hand nav. This is really where you can make sure your students are in the correct classes, have been created, and handle anything you need with respect to your students. So at the outset, we need the student accounts to exist. There's a dedicated tutorial video for how to use the import spreadsheet functionality. There are also instructions in the template, but go find that video if you need it. Adding students manually is very easy. Just type in first and last name. That'll auto-generate the username. If you want to give them a different username, you can unclick this button right here. Maybe you want to use a student ID, or maybe you just want to change it for whatever reason. No problem. You can choose a password, and you can assign the student to a class. So creating students is really quite easy, and then Elvis will show up here on the student list. We're going to see that Elvis is in 6th grade. We assign that to him on creation, but none of our other students are in classes yet. We can change that by clicking this left-hand column to select a few students. Let's choose maybe 3 to add to a class, and it'll bring up your different options. First period, 6th grade. Let's say first period for these students, and now you're going to see that populate on the column here. You'll also see them in the class on the Manage Classes page or on the class overview on the left-hand nav. Once they're in first period, you can filter by class if you want to see which students are where, or if you want to take specific actions. So we can see those 3 students we just added in first period. Also Elvis in 6th grade. Toggle back first period. Now it's just Elvis. And we also have a number of unassigned students who don't yet have classes. We could select all of them and add them to a single class without issue. Now we're going to have both first period and 6th grade for Ray Charles here and his friends Clay Forrester and Ben Devane. So we can search. That's easy. Presley, let's say, there he is. If we need to, we can also take a bunch of different actions related to Elvis's profile. We can change his accessibility settings. There's a dedicated video for what all of this is about, but it's easy. Just choose your selection. There's instructions at the bottom here, and that will update. We could also edit the student information. Let's say that was too long and too hard for Elvis to type. Let's just save it as his name. That's going to be easier. We could delete Elvis, but no, we would never do that. Finally, you can view a student activity as well. So this is all very intuitive, and it really allows you to work with all the students in your school. At the end of the day, you may want to transition, between, well, let's say that you did want to delete some students. We can select them there, delete, and it is going to give you a warning. It will protect you, but if you press OK, then that will update, and when we go back to first period, we'll see that it's just Ben Devane left there. So if you do make any mistakes, or if you need to, if a student is transferred out of the school, easy to move forward. This is the Manage Students page. It works for all the students in a school, but again, you can always get into a specific group just by using this class filter right here, which will show you just the students you want to be working with. If you have any desires for additional functionality, let us know and get to managing those students. They sure do need it, don't they?